Okay, so I bought a direct-to-film printer that was roughly $3,000 about a year ago. There's definitely some pros and cons here with this printer. If I were to go back in time, like this would be the video that I would want from somebody, just so that I can know that I'm getting a good printer, that I'm going to be buying a really reliable direct-to-film printer. So I just want to give as much information as I can, and if there's any questions that I don't answer in this video, definitely comment down below and I can go ahead and make another video or comment to your comment. Somebody's calling me. It's a scam.
Hello, this is business.
Scam call. Anyways, yeah, let's get into it and start this video. A little background: my name is Erasmo Garza, owner of Lion Pride Printing here in Colorado, and I've been direct-to-film making t-shirts, screen printing since literally it started off with direct-to-film printing, but it started off with like direct-to-film printing, and that's been since I was like 18 or 19. I'm 26 right now, and it's been a wild journey, brother, and it's probably one of the coolest things to get into and be part of with making t-shirts, the t-shirt community and stuff, and helping out customers that need custom t-shirts. When I started direct-to-film printing, I started with this printer here. It was a converted printer, and it was a really good printer until, well, let me explain. So this printer here, the Epson ET8550, really solid printer. I was really stoked about this. It is in the box. This is my second printer. I had a first one, and when I started, I didn't know you could convert a direct-to-film printer. I was really stoked about it. This printer at the time was like $600-700. And I don't know, I always just wanted to make my own t-shirts. I wanted to give some to friends and in school and stuff. You just take your design from your phone, put it on the computer, and just send it to the printer, and the printer does it for you. That was the coolest thing. And like, I'm like, dude, like this is going on a t-shirt. Like, what the hell, like Barry, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It was well, until a year on my first ET8550, that printer, the white ink, it just would not come out through the print head, and I literally did everything, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get another printer and I'll take better care of this one, which I did. Same exact thing happened with that printer. Every single day I would shake it, I would clean the bottom of the print head, making sure that everything was good to go, but it just stopped printing white. At the time of my first printer, I was just kind of like, okay, well, I'm gonna get the second one. I'm going to take all that money and I'm just gonna save to get an actual direct-to-film printer. And so I did that, and I was like short money, so I had to like get these transfers like pre-made, and so get them shipped, and then just kind of save up for a printer like this. And so I upgraded to this direct-to-film printer. It's actually printing right now. This bad boy right here is the my bad, excuse me. It is the Procolored L1800 direct-to-film printer. I just put a little magnet of my business name on there, but Procolored L1800. They do have other models. I think there's like a newer version of this one here, so I got the older one, newer one, and then there's like a couple other different ones, an A4 size. This one here is a 13 by 328, or however long your film is. Yeah, I upgraded to this, and it hasn't I've had it for a year, and it has not given me any issues. When we came up on a year, I was like super nervous, because I'm like, oh man, it's gonna give out just like the Epson. Like, no, I can't have this. So I don't know. So it's been going good. The only thing that is probably a really you need to watch out for is the white ink. Always with any direct-to-film printer, especially in the print head, you want to always, if you're not going to be using this printer for more than like 3 days, you want to clean the bottom of the print head, make sure that the white ink doesn't clog or anything. If you can, you always want to use this printer, whether it's just like a small print, just to like get the inks flowing every single day. That's always a good thing to do. But yeah, I've had this printer sit for like 2 weeks and didn't do anything, and I used it, the white ink did get clogged, and I was really worried about it, because I'm like, dude, and plus I'm like super busy. Like, I have certain customers that want screen printing done, and so with screen printing, sometimes they're back-to-back orders where I don't use the printer, and so this printer will sit here, and then after that 2-week mark, I remember getting back into the printer, using it again. The white ink wasn't working. Well, I did a power cleaning, cleaned the bottom, and it was such a smoother process with cleaning the white ink. And I'm like, okay, well, this is actually Okay, this was a lot easier. I was stressing for nothing. Printer was back to normal. So I think a plus with this printer here is that this top flap just comes up, and you can see your print. You can work with the print head. These cartridges here, they pop out, and you can go ahead and clean around there. The print head, you can unscrew it. The print head comes off. You can do your maintenance on that as well. So it's a lot easier of a process than doing a converted printer, because ultimately with a converted printer, it's an office printer, right? And you are converting it into something that it's not. And that it's like a no-no in the long run. I mean, in the beginning, it's okay, but sooner or later it's going to catch up to you, and it's not going to be good. So that is lesson learned on that. And now if that helps anybody, automatically just go for a straight direct film printer, unless you want to convert it, save your money, and get an actual direct film printer later. That's always another option. That's what I did. This thing is about done right now. I think the one thing that I do not like about this printer is that it takes so long to print. And I don't know if it's because I have it on like a really high setting on the computer to where I want as much detail as possible. Which of course I want, but I guess it's just the time on how long it takes to print. It's just, dude, hurry it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, time is money. That little capping station right there. And there's a blade. See that blade that just came up? That'll clean the print head. But what'll happen is that when it cleans it multiple times, that blade will go ahead and start getting dirty. So you'll just need to like pick that blade, shoot that blade up, and then just kind of scrape on both sides and on the top. Yeah, and then these things pop out, like I said, all of them pop out. You can put these in like plastic bags, individual bags, lock them up, and then that print head is just sitting right in there, to where you can take that out and do your maintenance on there as well. Or like other things where like this, these two lights will flash, you know, like it'll go boom, 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 boom. That's probably the best way I could describe it. But they'll like blink, and what you'll have to do is you'll have to get a hold of Procolored, and somebody had to use TeamViewer or whatever to get a hold of my computer and do whatever they needed to do to reset this. And so that was pretty easy. It took probably like an hour for somebody to get on here and reset the printer. But there's like buttons on here that you can like do that with. Yeah, so all you'll need to do is just use this little slice thing just to go ahead and slice that. Good to go. You'll just need to go ahead and put your adhesive powder on it and then throw it in the oven. Now, when I say oven, not your actual kitchen oven, you can do that, but I wouldn't recommend it because all those fumes, just pretty bad fumes. There's an actual oven that you want to get to throw that in there, but it's like 500 bucks. And if you don't want to spend 500 bucks, you don't need to, because all you'll need to do is get your heat press, put your transfer that you just made underneath your press, take this and just hover it right over, and don't touch it because it's gonna get stuck, but hover it and then it'll cure that way. It takes a little bit longer, but that's another option. One more option that I have for you is if you do screen printing as well, you want to take your platen, put it underneath here, and hover this flash dryer over your platen, and then it'll cure that way as well. If you want to be a little bit ruthless, a little bit on the edge, then you can go ahead and throw it in your oven. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you that that's something that I don't do, because there's times where I'm in a rush and yeah, it's bad. Don't do that. Yeah, there are different printers, direct film printers. There's bigger ones. This printer treats me really well. If anybody wants a bigger print than 13 by whatever size screen here and have that already made up and ready to go for the customer. So, I mean, yeah, there's like pluses to both, doing both screen printing and direct film. I know a lot of other screen printers, they don't want to even mess with a printer. They just are okay with buying their transfers. And that's another option too. You just work that into the cost of what you're selling your shirts for, you know. That, I'm no financial advisor. So you can't really see the design since it's a white print, but you'll just want to take powder, just go ahead and pour that just like so. You just want to kind of rock this back and forth. And then boom, it's pretty much set. So these are all the designs that we were working on. We have printed, this is what it looks like. So pretty cool print. These will go on black t-shirts. Another tip that I have for you that a lot of people don't know, but can definitely help out if you guys are interested. You can see how the fade just kind of, you know, fades out. But if you look closely, you can see all of those little tiny dots. Those are called like halftone dots. What it does is it just kind of, so this image, when the customer sent it to me, it was black. And in order to, you know, have that rainbow effect kind of just fade out, you want to give it some halftones. You want to knock out the black, give it a little bit of space between the dots so that when you print this, it doesn't feel like a sticker. That's probably one thing that I can't stand, is a shirt that feels like a sticker. A lot of customers hate that. They don't like the way it feels. Plus, it feels like vinyl. So yeah, if you guys are interested and want to know how to knock out the black out of your t-shirt transfers or whatever you're doing, I can go ahead and help you with that, make another video or something. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it with this video. I feel like I really didn't touch too much on this printer. Like I said, it's pretty solid printer. I mean, if you're coming from a converted printer or thinking about getting a converted printer, I would say go at it with a game plan to go ahead and invest in something bigger, you know, a lot sooner. But if you're thinking about getting a direct film printer, I highly recommend the Procolored L1800 or any of the newer models because it's pretty solid and their customer service is actually pretty nice. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If I didn't cover anything, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I can go to make a reply back to you or just talk about it in the next video. Yeah, I think I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it. I don't know. But I guess for now, we'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for more print shop vlogs and more videos, helpful videos, I guess, for anybody that's trying to get into custom apparel printing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, comment, and we'll see you guys in the next one.